Hi everyone, my name is Ben Win. Today I'm going to show you my demo for the AWS cloud computing for the bucket management using the IAM service and WPF C#.NET. As you can see, I have my AWS account set up properly, and in here I can see that I have the general bucket page, and I also have the user and the role configured properly, so I can have the access, using access key. And for this project, I also implemented using GitHub version control to track change or keeping track of the features of the application. Let's start with the features. So now going to start my application using Visual Studio, and I think as you guys can see my. And now let's walk through the the lab requirement. So let's have the GUI application. It can transition from the main menu to the bucket level and also the object level, and to transition smoothly. So here it can go to the bucket level, and also I can go back to the main menu, and I can go to object level, and I can go back to the main menu. So that's the first one, the first requirement properly. And in the bucket operation, I can list all the bucket that I have. In here I have 5 bucket with the name matching my AWS account, like lag1 bucket testing and com306 lag1. So lag1 bucket testing and com306. So, and it's displaying the data read. And now I'm going to create a demo bucket. And if it's created successfully, it will appear under data read. And also you see that the data read it also have the name and the creation date. So now I'm going to create a new one. If it doesn't have an error, right? So if it's successfully, it's displayed successfully, but sometimes the name can be a duplicate, or it's an error. So now my bucket is created successfully, and it's appear right here, matching the time. And if I go to AWS account, I will see it. So the AWS new account is just created properly right here at the same time. And let's go back to the requirement. And now because this is the one just created properly, so I can delete it, right? And because it's empty, so I can delete it. It doesn't show me any error, so I can delete it. And this one is not empty. How do we know it's not empty? We can go to the object operation, and we can go to lag1 bucket testing, and it has some file. And so now if I want to delete it, right, it's also notify the user to confirm it, because this bucket is not empty. So inside the bucket is not empty. So if I want to delete it, I have to empty the bucket first, and then to delete the bucket. And now it's empty, deleted successfully, and it's removed from my data read. So now moving on with the object level operation, that all buckets are listed in the combo box, and display all objects is sitting in the selected bucket. Now we are going to that object level operation, and you see that I have nice GUI. And now because I just have deleted some bucket, and now this is the bucket that I have. It's right. It's all listed in the combo box, and all object if I move it, because this is in different regions, so it's not going to show you. But because this is the one that is in the same region, so it can show you the item that I have, and it also display the name and the size. Now I'm going to upload selected object into my bucket, and now I'm going to upload it. But before I upload it, I have to browse to some bucket, and I go to So now what we have the with2 material. I'm going to upload the with2 material, the IAM service, in here, and it will appear in my bucket. And I can upload another one like entry bucket, and it will be in here. And now if I go to AWS account for the forget the bucket name, com306, and it will also appear the list of the item that I have. Lag1, the with2 that I just uploaded. If you can see the time right now, it's 10:45, matching what I have. Now go back to we could continue with the requirement. So upload a new object is displayed in the data read, and now I can delete it, the object that I select, right? Now I can delete it from here, the IAM with2 material. If I delete it, ask for the confirmation, and if it's removed successfully, the data read will update it. So the IAM service is removed. Let's upload, let's see if the with2 IAM service. So now I don't have the with2 IAM service, I just have 4 items. So and delete one more for all the with2. We don't see any with2 material left in this bucket. So com306, lag1, so no more with2 material in my bucket. And I can download the selected object and save it locally. So I can download the with1 material and save it locally on my download file. So now I can download it. So let's download in my download folder, and it will successfully download it. And now if I open my download folder, I will see it. Download, yeah, in here with1 AWS, and I can also download another one. So IAM AWS overview, can download it in my download folder, and if successfully, when I open my download folder, I also have AWS overview. So it's means that overall my application, the code on GitHub, you can build the code, and you can easily maintain, right? Or you can, yeah, that's all. Thank you. Bye.